Welcome to the Tangled Puppet. Hit the like, share, and subscribe for me so as many people can get the message, okay? Archangel Michael, the ancestors, the angels of the Most High, we ask that you ascend down into this present moment, giving us guidance, clearance, helping us heal and ascend to our proper timelines that we can now hold. In your holy name we pray, as above, so below. Let's get the overall energy of the reading. Show me the overall. Death. Death is a mere illusion. It's a symbol of a new beginning. Something's ending for something new to begin. Somebody could be having an emotional release. But then look, like I said, a new beginning, okay? Something to do with a home. There's a lot of changes happening. There's a lot of healing happening. A lot of forgiveness. Somebody's gone through an ascension. They have tapped into some type of ancestral wisdom, into the truth. There's been healing in somebody's ancestral lineage. Maybe there was a death as well. Something slow but steady. There was a struggle in the lineage. It's been released. But something to do with somebody's home as well. There's a new beginning happening. There's some type of healing that's been had. Some type of an emotional release as well. A lot of forgiveness. Whoever I'm picking up on, you're going through a lot of changes in your physical reality. Also, with your soul, you're going through an ascension process, okay? Show me more about the overall energy. Yeah, I am present. You could be doing a lot of positive affirmations, but your light body has been activated. You're accessing your divine within, okay? Yeah, you're seeing a lot of synchronicities from the divine matrix. You're connecting in some type of learning experience. You've transmuted some type of wisdom, intelligence in divine wisdom, okay? The sword of light. You have a lot of protection around you. You've cut some type of cords. There's been a breakthrough in your energy. That's how you've had this ascension, okay? This is your moment, okay? You have inspired some type of trust and confidence in yourself and others as well. It's endless regret that you're not looking back anymore. You're not replaying the past either, okay? So you've let something go, something that was keeping you stuck in a cycle. Yeah, you set your course. Okay, so with this new moon energy, somebody has set their course. An apple a day keeps the doctor away is what I'm hearing. All in a golden afternoon, you found some type of spark, some type of inspiration. What was this inspiration? Some type of solutions in the unknown places of darkness, okay? Did you find like a light bright? Maybe you had some type of strange encounter and you had to choose who you will become. Yeah, you had to decide if you were going to step into the unknown and fall, or if you were going to change. Maybe you had to, look, time to say goodbye for now. That's why you had to cut the cords, okay? You knew what you needed to do. Yeah, because you were paying attention, you were investigating, you were looking closely. Maybe you started asking questions, you started thinking before acting, and my, how you changed quickly, okay? So there's been a lot of changes in your energy. Something about 7-11, 7-25, 7-22, 1-1-1. Yeah, you're not trying to please everyone anymore. You're now independent and free. And you're definitely becoming braver, okay? So you're creating your own happiness regardless of your conditions. Like I said, something happened in your lineage. You healed something in the bloodline when it came to the ancestors. You allowed them to teach you. An elder taught you something. Show me, let me see. Oof. Yeah, they're like, no need to fear. You have a loyal guardian here. My cards are just sliding out of this box over here. When it comes to this ancestral lineage, show me what was healed. Yeah, past life, present power. Many spiritual faces of you, many different stories, many different 7 generations forward, 7 generations backwards were healed whenever you broke the generational curse. It's epigenetics, okay? Show me more. The serpent's path to power, okay? The serpent of fires, you were forged through the fire. Divine names of power, okay? Yeah, you released, okay? It's the shaman's song from within, okay? You ended sorrow and pain. One must have keen sense of awareness, a clear, simple mind. Simplicity requires a great deal of discipline, intelligence, and sensitivity, okay? It is not an abstract item, but the shaman must summon the inner strength, not only of thought, but of the soul. He must surrender and open and release himself. Okay, you gained patience by realizing there was something greater. You live your life as a fearless warrior who sees the world being much greater than yourself, being humble, being patient, having faith in something more. You rose above, you raised your vibration. And then you have this 6-11, dreams gone wild, okay? You have used different faith items, icons, totems as guideposts as a higher level of thought to gain different perceptions. You have looked to the wildlife as spirit guides, teachers. You've honored them with art, time spent in nature, medicine bundles. You have admired the birds, the strongest to the smallest, okay? All have dreamed in a ceremony, and yet all have been powered in your intention. But yet the power is lost when the dream gets wild and unfocused, okay? So they're telling you to focus back. Focus your dreams back. Don't let them get lost. Yeah, with your spiritual teachings of Ra, you put your intention back into something and set your course through a stage of prayer. It's like you put a petition into the Supreme Court and you called back your divine power and you set your course which way you will go, okay? You could be a shaman, but it's the divine angel of grace and truth coming out here, okay, with honesty and trustworthiness. There was a path that was revealed to you that will restore your divine light within your heart and show you the way. So you took action. It was something you seen within your heart. You realized that light wins, okay? So I'm picking up on somebody you broke free. You broke some type of generational curse. It was a gain, victory over evil in order to establish your peace in life. You had to release your shaman soul. You literally had to cut cords. You literally had to say goodbye. You had to wake up. It was your moment because there was something that was ending for a new beginning to start, but the new beginning wouldn't start until you focused your energy, focused your time back into the place where it needed to be. It couldn't be divided. It couldn't go wild. It couldn't be all your energy be going into so many different places at once, okay? Oof. You could be seen as this Samaritan. You have the capacity to help those who other people would normally ignore. You could be an artist, okay? But there's something about you being able to see past the five senses. You connect directly into God. You have some type of positive qualities about you that spotlight this Don Juan type of energy, but it's in a positive quality. You have the ability to recognize eternal force within yourself and others. You've been through some type of experiences where you can express stories and connect them with these symbols that you've seen, these totems, these synchronicities. You're now at this level of like a teacher. You're able to communicate these experiences, these skills, and wisdom with the knowledge because you've experienced so much, okay? So you've made a choice maybe, look, to be this clear divine channel and serve as a channel for spiritual energy, okay? You could help people confront some type of levels of physical survival fears and help them awaken to their authority, especially when it comes to their self-esteem. People who have been victimized by others. You've done a lot of studying. There's some type of potential that you have that can't be stolen, okay? It's some type of unique ability. Yeah, you're an advocate, okay? So you have a neat way, or this one-of-a-kind way that allows you to share information through these symbols, these experiences that you've been through. And you have a delight in helping others as well. Some type of free and loving heart. You could help people who have dealt with addictive behaviors. You help them confront them, recognize them, and then push them away by healing them, okay? So you're an advocate for that. People who have abandonment fears, okay? You could have a twin flame. There's some type of guide out here. This warrior, this messiah. Okay, so you could be on a twin flame mission. And you're disciplined. You're this warrior, okay? And you're serving humanity. You have this prince quality coming out here with this Don Juan. I seen this masculine card earlier, so I'm definitely picking up on a masculine who has this romantic charm, this potential for power, and they're definitely going towards a new beginning, okay? They've dealt with a lot in life. We have this healer on the bottom. You climbing a journey. Maybe you're a healer. Show me more about this masculine energy of this twin flame union. This man could have recently been making a wish. And he hit his target, okay? Something about the 13th or the 25th. What was his wish? to get the truth. What was he wanting the truth about? About something that's been having his head in the clouds, okay? So he's been having his head, maybe he wanted the keys, the facts to something that's been stuck on his mind. Yeah, something about what goes around comes around, but it kind of come out sideways. So something to do with some type of karma, something to do with a situation that was going around and around his mind, okay? Yeah. Something where somebody's going to have to eat their words, something that was doubtful, rude, judgmental, okay? And he's just like pushing forward. Easy does it. He's following his dreams, all aboard. So this man has manifested something. This twin flame, this masculine has, and people are pretty upset about it, okay? Look, on the over here, I didn't even flip it over. I didn't even know it was down here, the judge, okay? Something's being balanced, fair, just manner, okay? For this masculine energy right now. He's able to go any way the wind blows, and this has some people upset, okay? Yeah, he's head over heels in love with something, with his twin probably. Look, the road less traveled, okay? So he's taking a road less traveled. He could have communed in nature, something about this book. Maybe he's been in his Akashic records, saying the truth about something. Yeah, he's getting out of this fishbowl. Put some type of boundaries up. Like I said, there was the cutting of that cord. He cut the cords with somebody so he could pull himself together, so that he could change direction, so that he could become possible. Go any way the wind blows here. He's mastering his own destiny. That's what the masculine's up to. He's not putting his energy into things that are not worth his time at this moment, okay? Yeah. People are having to face the music about this. They're all sad too. But this masculine, he's got the Midas touch right now. Let's see. What's going on with the feminine side of this connection? What you want once you, okay, so the feminine sitting in energy where they're drawing and attracting what they want towards them, okay? They're relaxed and at the center of the flow of the universe, okay? They release the hold on darkness to be at cause for the light, okay? They're defending to the end. They're worthwhile. So this person is really tapped into their self-worth. Look, I'm telling you, the power of attraction. They're drawing in their twin flame, okay? This masculine energy. And that must be why he's cutting cords, okay? Yeah, they're diving for the light with this number 11 here. He is their light. And they're in receiving mode. So divine feminine, or the feminine energy in this, is in receiving mode. They've had some type of visions. With the number 44, it's like the shock of the new, the big, bold vision. The visions were heaven sent. It's because this feminine is very connected in. They know that this new day, this new birth, this new energy is coming. They've seen the growth. They've seen the harvest. They know that it's Pandora's gift. They know that they've opened the box. Because what do you feel? She feels it. She knows. Like her energy's telling her. This person could be like really cleaning and decluttering. Look, they're focused on the light. They know. They're just focused on the lighthouse. Look, the big, bold vision, I'm telling you, they're going beyond the norm. It's their connection. It's the light. I'm telling you, she's just focused on the light. Let there be light. Ah, that's what I'm hearing. Let's see. Show me, oof. Show me more about this Pandora's gift. Looks, It's this gambler, but it's not that. It's this fortune coming, okay? You've got a fortune of blessings coming to you if you're the feminine energy, and this connection is one of them. There's a lot of growth happening around you, a lot of potential. Look, it's time for you to reap your harvest, okay? You could be getting a message very soon, like he's got this message in his hand, but he's a waiter. It's a lot of hospitality coming to you. Things are going to be cleaned up in your life very quickly. It's a new day, a new world. Things, yeah, whatever. If you were in survival mode, that's going to be cleaned up, okay? You're no longer being the hunter, okay, or going to have to pursue anything. It's coming towards you. That's what's being cleaned up. There's a lot of growth in that area. Like I told you, you're going to be getting a message about some things in your life, some type of justice when it comes to a betrayal. You might even get the facts on it, like the whole shebang is what I'm hearing. But you've got this knight coming towards you. It's going to give you the download. It's going to give you the information. You got somebody that's got your back. They're helping you in this battle. They see you as loyal. They see you as being loyal, but they also see you as being disciplined, okay? And I'm telling you, they're coming to tell you the whole business on the situation, okay? You could be an influencer, and people have been keeping an eye on a situation. So, yeah, they see some type of clown this feminine energy's been dealing with. People have been learning about the situation. They also know about your sacred mission. Yeah. They see that somebody's been spying on you. And they're setting course. Somebody is helping set course to shut something down. Somebody's grand scheme of all schemes. It's a friend. You got a friend in me. It could be that twin flame coming to help you. Look, somebody who's mastering something. They've been walking in the shadows. I'm telling you, they're very stealth at what they do. They're coming through to help you with some type of problem that you have. They're like the architect of solutions here. Yeah, with this madman. Maybe you've been dealing with it. They've been researching it and they see what's going on. Yeah, they're coming in to be the doctor to heal the elements here. Maybe you've been dealing with some type of gang activity, lower world activity. You've also got Archangel Michael out here coming in, helping guide and protect you. Okay, moving on. So, when it comes to this twin flame journey, where are they at in their connection? Where are they at? There's some type of truth, okay? There's protection, but their connection is warding off evil, okay? I will cover you with my fiery wings of protection, make you immune to any type of evil that comes your way. So they're still guiding and protecting each other very heavily in the spirit with their wings all the way. The number 22 can be important. Look, 2211, your twin flame, your divine counterpart. It's unconditional love. It's their mission to protect you. Both people have raised their frequency to one of harmony, and it's divine timing. Their union is coming together in divine timing, but trust that it is coming together, okay? Look, with this wisdom out here, trust that it's coming together, okay? I will show you how to overcome the fears and allow for the wisdom to flow to your heart. You're going to dive deep. Look, he's got the blueprints in his hands too, okay? You're going to dive deep into your purpose. You're going to dive deep into some type of experiences. They're telling you don't wait, okay? It's some type of new project. You could feel a little overwhelmed with work, but there's going to be divine presence helping you through this. There's a lot of miracles going to come towards both connections at this point. A lot of spiritual growth. There's going to be showers from the heavens, okay? Blocks will be removed so that you can have success when it comes to you coming together. There's something maybe that's the curse that was broke, okay? Yeah, the shift in the consciousness, I'm telling you, between the twins. I told you in the beginning something broke. There was some type of that prayer. You communicated something clearly. And it was a peaceful change. You followed your intuition. There's a peaceful change coming. Look, karma and time. Somebody said the perfect prayer that balanced out karma and time. There's big life changes happening. On Saturday, the beauty of God. We also had the other card that came out with God. I'm telling you, it's because you're living authentically. You expanded your consciousness. You ascended. You took time to appreciate the beauty in all of creation. And because of that, you've really centered your heart. You tapped into it, and you're able to tap into your true heart's desire, to that pure, true soul. Look, you're coming to your power, and it's giving you the courage that you needed to take off. Look, you're dwelling in your own authentic truth. You're standing in your light. Go ahead and hit them thumbs up for me, okay? You're simplifying your life, and you're cherishing this Look, because I'm telling you, you're cleaning all the clutter out. It's because your twin is coming in soon. You're cherishing yourself. You're accepting and loving yourself. You started focusing on yourself, and that's how you attracted each other to begin with, because what you want wants you. You are flying free, straight into your divine path. Your soul is open to grace. And your inner light shines far and wide. You're making a big difference by igniting this courage, by standing in your strength, being very courageous. You're exceeding some type of expectations very soon. Look, I'm telling you, you're breaking past some type of barriers very soon. You're going to expand past the limitations that you are now. And it's because that's the shaman song, that soul song, you released it. And your soul is singing with joy now, okay? But you're looking a little deeper, okay, into yourself, into the big, bold vision. You're definitely tapped into the flow. And you definitely have a new beginning happening for you, okay? You could be going into this situation slowly, but as you slowly are integrating into this ascension process you're going through, your power is growing. That's why you have these miracles coming to you, okay? You're expecting miracles. If you're not, you need to be. Open your hands up to receiving. And just let the heavens rain the miracles upon you. You need to accept what it is because you did the work. You're stepping into a place where your life is going to have a lot of pleasures in it, okay? Where you're going to be able to rise above the energy that you once were. You're mending some type of bridges in your life because you've cleaned out all the clutter, because you did cut the cords. Show me an ancestral message. What is true for you can be impeccable with your word. Sure you can, as long as it's not used to manipulate others. The truth can set everyone free. Let go of the results. Let go of your fears. Allow the truth to empower you and others. This will also set into motion a kind of change that will be supportive to you and loving to you. All kinds of prosperous. This is not a time to compromise or hide your truth from others. What it is you want, and go for it. And be clear in your motives, especially with yourself. You will be so happy you did. This is a time where you will tap into the power to co-create and manifest your best life. Doesn't it feel amazing? And the results miraculous. When you tell the truth and ask the same of others, you can learn a lot from life's bountiful lessons and achieve your dreams. So they're telling you, whatever you do, stay authentic to you. Tell your truth. Stay in your truth. Yeah, stay Take care of the detail and stay in control. With this Page of Swords coming out with this Queen of Pentacles, everything you have everything you need to prosper. You could be putting in a lot of work into staying in control of the details, especially when it comes to you holding true to your values, okay? I'm seeing you really... Look, with this High Priestess energy, you have a deep knowing. You have guides that guide you, but you are really staying in control. This new ascension level for you is taking you to a new height here. Male or female, you could be the High Priest, High Priestess. Either way, you are tapping into some type of career or into some type of financial security. Maybe in the past you have dealt with a lot of battles in this area that had to be healed when it came to your finances. You had to go in the direction that you knew was right for you so that you could get victory and success, okay? So you could have recently changed something when it came to your finances. Maybe there was an ending there as well, and you changed areas. You really tapped into your emotions, or maybe that's just you tapping into who you are, knowing which way to go and which area you want. Maybe you had a fight with somebody and you're going towards somewhere where your emotions are, somewhere where there's an Empress. You could be this King of Cups and you could be going towards an Empress. But it's you tapping in to your emotions, being your own anchor. You're choosing what naturally brings you joy, and you're trusting in what the universe brings you. That's why you're in transition. That's why you're getting victory and success. Look, there's been some type of judgment in someone's life where they look back at their self with compassion and was like, whoa, what am I doing? And they're like, let me put the brakes on something, okay? This is a situation that's really had somebody stuck, okay? This has had them in this hangman position here, and they're walking away from it. They're very dedicated to walking away from it towards some type of cup of love. Look, this could have been a difficult decision for somebody, but it's this moon energy out here that's guiding them towards the right decision and past some type of illusions. Yeah, that's where they gain their inspiration. Look, it's the Emperor. I told you, this is twin flame all day. Emperor, Empress, inspiration with a cup of love, victory and success. It's because they're attracting each other. Yeah. Somebody recently had some type of tower moment when it came to their finances, okay? They had too much juggling going on, and they're calmly making the best choice possible. Could be this King of Pentacles here. He's going to go towards some type of different avenue. That's good news for him, okay? He's definitely taking time to nurture himself with this Nine of Pentacles, but he's definitely going to... Yeah, he's nurturing himself back from some type of heartache, but he's going to get the finances he deserves. He's bringing balance to it. He's gotten some type of news worth celebrating after the hurt, after the pain, okay? Maybe there was something he thought was a missed opportunity with the Ten of Wands, okay? That's the truth. But now he's seeing that there's multiple avenues, multiple options he could go, and that's what the truth of it is. Something to do with the Queen of Wands here. Yeah, he's having to have a lot of strength, but there's a Four of Wands. The universe brings me all that I need. He's seeing some type of progress when it comes to a connection. Look, he's in a chariot taking off with a lot of action, okay? So I'm definitely seeing there's been a situation in for a masculine, and yeah, look, an eclipse. Sudden darkness in a situation. Look, yes, I'm telling you, a situation has ended for a masculine, maybe on the 21st of this month. This is something, he's definitely the winner here, some type of bragging rights, but it's some type of plans are coming to fruition for this masculine now when it comes to these rings, a contract, an agreement, okay, a union, something to do with his lover, okay, somebody that's like him, his twin flame. Look, with that unconditional love here, I'm telling you, his soulmate. Some type of best friend energy, and it's never changing. It's that infinite love. He's reclaimed his sovereignty. This is somebody who loves to learn, has delights in doing this simple things. This could be your childhood friends with this child and friends. Yeah, this was like a complicated situation, a long way from home. Somebody could have been a long way from home. Something about this winter has allowed things in this connection to bear fruit. Yeah, with the mirror here. I'm telling you, I knew I was picking up on this masculine. This masculine right here. Within a few weeks, there's going to be a situation that unfolds, that undevelops. And this is happening very soon, okay? Because a few weeks isn't long. But this is with justice. It's with the scales. It's being balanced out. It could be legal matters. But the universe has this masculine's back. This can make him nervous, okay? Because my throat chakra tried to lock up. But in the beginning of me picking up on his energy, I picked up on a masculine who had made a wish. And here we have again, he could have made a wish on a shooting star. And here his wish is being granted. Especially when it comes to these legal matters. Look, there's a person of fire here. And this has been a long journey for somebody, okay? Look, he's like, it was only a 50-50 to begin with. It was some type of optical illusions he was dealing with. But this was karma. It was dharma for him and karma for somebody else. Yeah, so it's just some type of time to clean it up. Energy, just minor problems that looked major, okay? Because now that somebody's done their research and seen, they look beneath the surface. They've overcome the setback, okay? Evil is overcome by light. Light wins. Any more messages? The math is starting to match for somebody during their shamanic journey, maybe for both of these twins. Yes, if there was a phase of fear, somebody now has shifted it out. They're very protective over their divine mission and their path. Yeah, they've had freedom, okay? That's what I'm seeing. A lot of freedom is happening for somebody here. In a time of desperation, there's been a time of change. It was all designed to go this way. It's because both people have stepped into their spiritual sovereignty, okay? They've tapped into their conscious connection. It's because that lighthouse light is on. It's like shining so bright. So in a place of darkness, both people are seeing a light. Look, assistance without interference. They've awakened to each other. They've awakened to the souls. Yeah, they've seen the one. This masculine energy has seen the one. He's definitely taking a leap of faith. The seed has been planted, okay? And there's been a big shift in this paradox now. In the future, there's been an energy shift. And now they're embracing their soul family, okay? So there's been something, that curse that was broken, it's been healed. There's a lot, yeah. They're like, get the message. The curse has been broken, it's been healed, and there's going to be a lot of communication coming to you so that one can nurture this connection. They want to talk to you about logic and reason, okay? I wish I had that deck of cards over here. Alright, collective. There's big changes coming to your love life. You can feel it in your body. Things are changing. There's a lot of happiness coming to you. Never judge another. Never judge the book by its cover is what I'm hearing. And just trust, okay? You're here for a reason. You may want to think that this is not going to happen. This is not happening like this in the back of your mind. But, oh, it's happening, okay? It's your psychic clairvoyant powers. You can feel it. You're seeing the synchronicities, okay? You're God's ambassador. You were born to be a legend. You've been through some type of trauma because of hidden secrets. You've seen these in your dreams. There's two Lemurian blood cards coming out here with these enemies. And you just being a starseed. Remain calm at this time because you're definitely a healer. We said that in the beginning. You could be an earth angel as well. It's something about you need to sage your space. You have Egyptian ancestors coming out helping you. You feel like I was talking to you. I might have been talking to you if you're on the channel. I'm probably picking up your energy. Collective, there could have been a lot of spell work that was over your connection in the past, and a lot of that is broke away. There's a divine intervention and protection happening because, like I said, you guys broke a generational curse and you've had an upgrade. All right, guys, have a good night. Don't worry. Everything's going to happen for you the way that it's supposed to in divine timing. Just keep healing on yourself and focusing on your mission, on your purpose. All right. Thanks for tuning in with me.